Lucretius de Rerum Natura, Book 1, Episode 15. Nec miserae pro desintali tempora quibat, quod patrio princeps donarat nomine regem. Nam subla tavirdrum manibus tremibundaquad ardras. Deductast non ut solemni mordre sacrorum. Perfecto passet claro comitarimenio. Sed castin caste nubendi temporin ipso. Hostia concederet mactatu maesta parentis. Exitus ut classi felix Faustus quaedaretur. You can see here I have marked each of the elisions in these lines of dactylic hexameter. Nor, continues Lucretius, quibat. This is the imperfect with an alternate spelling of the verb queo. Queo is a synonym of the verb possum, to be able. So nor was it possible to help her. Miserae is the feminine singular dative, which refers to Iphigenia, with the verb prodesse, which always patterns with the dative, to profit or benefit. Nor could it benefit her in her misery at such a time. And now we get the subject of quibat, which is the quod clause. Namely, that she had given donarat. This is the verb donaverat, or donaverat, I should say, and it's syncopated. It's a third singular pluperfect indicative active from the first conjugation verb dono, donare, to bestow upon or to give a gift. It is cognate with the more simple form do. It takes an accusative, regem, and the ablative here, patrio nomine, to bestow by means of. That she first, princeps. This is our feminine singular nominative, which refers to Iphigenia. She's the subject. That she first had bestowed the title king on the fatherly name. In other words, it didn't help her that she had called her father Agamemnon the king. Her respect, her deference didn't save her from the fate that followed. For she was raised up, sublata. This is feminine, singular, and nominative, also referring to Iphigenia. She's the subject. By the hands, manibus, of men. Rerum here is another epic genitive, syncopated, rerum. For raised up by the hands of men, and trembling, tremabunda, another feminine, singular, nominative, deductast. She was led, or she was carried, to the altar. Deductast is deducta and est. It has been elided and or contracted, we might say. Deducta is the perfect passive participle of the verb deduco, deducere, third conjugation, to lead away. For she was raised up on the hands of men and led away trembling toward the altar. Here this would be described as plural for singular. There's only one altar, but it can be treated in the plural for poetic reasons. And the purpose was not in order that she might be able, non ut passet, to accompany the famous hymnia. This is the wedding song, and claro means clear, famous, brilliant, splendid, not so that she could accompany the well-known wedding song by the solemni mora perfecto, by the somber and completed ritual of holy things. In other words, she's not going to the altar in order to get married according to the traditional and sacred rites, but instead said, though casta, innocent, chaste, guiltless, she might at the very moment, temporin ipso, the very moment of getting married, that is, when she was most ready to get married, she might be, as a victim, hostia, slaughtered, or she might fall, and this in a polluted fashion. Inceste is an adverb that means shamefully, filthily, foully. She might, as a victim, filthily, in a polluted fashion, die by the slaughter, mactatu, of her father. And maesta then is another adjective, feminine, singular, nominative, that refers to Iphigenia. To review then, casta, feminine, singular, nominative, hostia, feminine, singular, nominative, meaning victim, and maesta, feminine, singular, nominative, as an innocent, grieving victim, she might die by the slaughter, maktatu, this is ablative, fourth declension, of her father. And here's the real reason, non ut, but in order that a lucky, Felix, and auspicious Faustus departure, exitus, might be supplied or given to the fleet, classi in the dative as the indirect object. Artemis had required that there be human sacrifice in order for the Greek ships to move from Aulis to Troy, and so Iphigenia died.